Welcome to Shalom's training on quality assurance and performance improvement. During this training, we will cover the following. What is QAPI? What does it mean? And how does Shalom practice QAPI? How does QAPI intertwine in Shalom and various projects? And how is QAPI measured and analyzed? Please note that for the purposes of this presentation, quality assurance and performance improvement will be abbreviated as QAPI or QAPI. My name is Tom Westland, and I will be your facilitator today. I am Shalom's Training and Development Manager. I have over 10 years of experience in HR or human resources, and I have been developing training programs within organizations for over 15 years. What is QAPI? QAPI, which is pronounced as it's listed there on the screen, QAPI, utilizes a data-driven approach to advance the quality of life and care for all residents. QAPI, which stands for Quality Assurance and Performance Improvement, drives facility decisions to promote excellence in all resident and staff areas. Facility staff, residents, and family members are encouraged to identify opportunities for improvement and provide ongoing feedback. All staff, including contracted staff, are educated on the principles of Shalom's QAPI program annually. The oversight of QAPI. QAPI is a continuous program that has oversight among multiple entities. Individual stakeholders are identified to lead or otherwise manage the project, who then report updates to the Quality Assurance Committee or QAC. The QAC then reports updates to the Quality Care Committee or QCC, who can then recommend changes or project deviations as needed. The QCC then updates the Board of Directors along with the Senior Executive Team or SET, who can then provide direction to the QAC and individual stakeholders for next steps. Shalom's QAPI program will encompass all services within the organization. Some areas of these services include, but are not limited to, IT improvements, post-acute care changes, HR enhancements, outpatient therapy care reviews, long-term care changes, miscellaneous department updates, and any home care or hospice changes. One additional note: performance improvement projects, or PIPs, are implemented when an opportunity for improvement is identified. PIPs should focus on addressing high-risk, high-volume, or problem-prone areas. Shalom will monitor multiple data sources and performance indicators in determining areas of concern, gaps, and opportunities, and also to determine the effectiveness of system modifications and other interventions. Sources of data and performance indicators may include survey outcomes, input from various parties, which could include staff, residents, volunteers, or other family members, concern form data, near misses, and CMS quality measures. In prioritizing activities, the QA committee will consider the following factors: high risk to residents and/or staff, high volume or problem-prone areas, health outcomes, resident safety, resident autonomy, resident choice, cost, feasibility, relevance, responsiveness, and how the project relates to Shalom's mission, vision, and values. In other words, how can Shalom improve upon something that was originally a good and quality product or service into something better? Look at the two pictures at the bottom of the screen. The picture on the left is the foundation for what the right side is now. How can we do that same thing in our line of work? This is an example of a performance improvement project or PIP documentation. As you can see on the current sample, there are spaces for names of the project, start dates, current phase, the purpose of the project, any changes initiated, metrics to be measured against, and the status of the specific project. Shalom will use a version of this documentation when working on QAPI projects, but it may not be this exact document. Examples of Shalom projects that have either recently been completed or are in the works include COVID pandemic policies and changes, improvements to timelines to address concern forms, decreases in antipsychotic medications, a decrease in resident falls, and a decrease in pressure areas. In the case of concern forms, some of the teams were not clear on expectations and their role in the concern form process. They couldn't get a hold of the staff or resident that had voiced the concern, and there were other concerns as well. Stakeholders then met with teams to review guide grievance procedure, teach folks how to use the concern forms, follow up with expectations, and etc. Audits were put in place along with reviewing daily, weekly, and monthly data, along with reporting progress to the QAC. The PIP team identifies the root cause through utilization of many different tools, including but not limited to 5 whys, which is the practice of asking why until such time that you cannot go any deeper into the reason why something occurred, and the cause and effect diagram, which is the practice of researching what effects each scenario or situation may or will cause, which is helpful in deciding the possible outcome or outcomes. Shalom also utilizes a Plan, Do, Study, Act, or PDSA, as a rapid cycle improvement strategy with significant outcomes or obstacles reported ongoing as needed to required groups. The timing for conducting of periodic measurements and reviews to evaluate will be set up on a project-by-project basis. The QAPI program will be evaluated annually by the QCC with input from the senior executive team. Updates to QAPI programs are communicated to staff in a variety of ways. Some of these methods include staff or department-specific meetings. These are held regularly and will have specific information about topics depending on the timelines. Conversations with your supervisor, such as during one-on-ones, performance reviews, or other related check-ins. Annual in-service training provided by Human Resources and department-specific training. Regular postings in the staff break room. Remember, if you ever have questions about where a specific project is at, please ask. Your manager is more than happy to provide an update. Now let's review the module. What does QAPI stand for? Quality Assurance and Performance Improvement. Who is involved in the QAPI process? Everyone at various times. What is a PIP? A Performance Improvement Plan. How are PIPs analyzed? Through 5 whys and the cause and effect diagrams. How can staff find out about updates to a QAPI project? One way is through department or staff meetings. Thank you for reviewing this module. Please take the end of module quiz to ensure competence. Thank you.